Hello, this is Greg Allison with Green Greg's Garden and Worm Farm, coming to you on the morning of the 5th of January 2020 with wars, rumors of wars, posturing, and a lot of stuff in the news right now. We're kind of in a crazy time, and it's hard to tell what's really going on in the world. There are reports from a Indian-based YouTube news site called Republic World of rocket attacks on the U.S. Embassy's green zone. They're talking about a couple of different attacks, one with 170 rockets and one with like 120 rockets. And it's not clear if that's just different reports of the same attack or two additive attacks with like 200 and 310 rockets. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. What really disturbs me about that report is the site is a fairly substantial site. They've got 1.59 million subscribers. So they're not insubstantial by any measure. Yet, this was posted like 19 hours ago, and there's no collaboration on other websites of great repute, like it's not on CNN or Fox or many of the other major news networks. It is carried, though, by some other websites in different contexts. A French news site claims a mortar attack with a couple of mortars and a couple of the rockets that were cited were called Katyusha rockets. The Katyusha rocket is a rocket developed by Russia in World War II. In 1941. So it's a low-tech rocket, but they had them in these missile launcher tubes that mount on the back of trucks. Apparently, these were fired from helicopters. So according to reports, several helicopters flew over the U.S. Embassy's green zone and fired these rockets that were flying over Baghdad, actually, and fired these rockets into the green zone. One of them supposedly reaching within a mile of the actual main complex of the embassy within the green zone. Now, the U.S. green zone is considered U.S. sovereign territory, like all embassy properties, within Baghdad, Iraq. An embassy is considered sovereign territory of a nation within another nation. So did this really occur? Why is it not making more news media? That's a curiosity. What we do know that has been reported in, say, Fox News, is that there was an attack in Kenya at Camp Simba, which is in Lamu County. There's a small American military base there that has about 100 service members, and that attack was staged by an al-Qaeda linked organization called al-Shabab. And al-Shabab apparently destroyed 2 U.S. helicopters and a couple of fixed-wing aircraft, being just Cessnas. One Cessna was U.S. and one was apparently Kenyan. Now, al-Shabab is, let's say, it's an al-Qaeda-based or connected organization based out of Somalia. So, then there's reports also that Trump has said that he would attack very severely if there's any retaliation by Iran. There's reports of 52 sites in Iran being targeted. Iran, of course, has said that they will react very big to what's happened, whatever that means. There's an Iranian MP talked about targeting the White House. MP being a member of Parliament. Since that's not an American position, I thought I'd better define that. So there's a lot going on in the world today. Apparently the U.S. is mainly concerned with cyber attacks from Iran. I can tell you that may be the most initial probable thing if Iran does it. What are these rocket attacks in the green zone? I don't know. If they're real, I really would expect some major retaliation. I'm not going live with this just simply because I don't know what to make of it. This is a rough time we're in. There's a lot of stuff going on. Things are very probable to escalate in that area. And when you've got all these mixed reports coming out, that in itself could escalate things. A mixed report like that could, true or not true, get in the wrong hands of people that might react. So we literally are in a time of wars and rumors of wars. I don't know what's happening there, because there are those reports that are reported by fairly substantial news outlet from India, of all places, but see, that's what's strange. That's what really strange. And it's not getting carried and picked up by other major news networks. So that really casts some doubt on the credibility of that report. But it's interesting. It's just symptomatic of the time we're in. So it's going to be hard to really tell what's going on. What you need to know is that we are in a dire situation here. You need to know that you better be aware and prepare. Now is the time to prep if you've never prepped before. If you have preps, now's the time to amp them up. Food prices are about to skyrocket. They're already going up. So if you want to buy links food storage, which is a good recommendation, a very good recommendation, I would say get it now before food prices skyrocket. You can check my links to my Patriot Supply below, and you will find there that there are really good deals still from my Patriot Supply on 25-year long food storage. Excellent deals, and they're unbelievable. Especially if you get like a year's supply, you know, they're talking a couple of dollars a meal. You will find other prepper supplies available from my Patriot Supply. Quite a wide range of prepper supplies. I'm going to tell you, you need to be able to grow your own garden. I will tell you that you can grow indoors with microgreens. Best source of supplies for that is Tree Leaf Market, link below. Tree Leaf Market also carries heirloom seeds, the kind of seeds you can replant and expect to grow year after year after year if you save your seeds, of course. So check with Tree Leaf Market for heirloom seeds. A lot of garden supplies available at Tree Leaf Market. You're also going to need worms, because you're not going to be able to go to the store and buy fertilizer. You're not going to be able to go to the store and buy pesticides and a lot of these things. You can make your worm castings and worm tea. It would do a whole lot for your garden. I don't use any chemicals in my garden. You can garden like I do. Check out my videos on gardening and go to my website, www.greengregswormfarm.com, or even just greengregs.com, and you will be able to buy worms directly from me. I ship all over the United States, including Alaska, but with an exception to not Hawaii. I've shipped to Puerto Rico, by the way. So, but no problem. And no problem with the shipment to Alaska. I ship year round. So I do sell the worms. So yes, please subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to help do a lot more videos because we're living in strange times. We need to know what's going on, how imminent are things, how do you prepare, how do you grow your own food. I cover all that. How do you live eating for the weeds and the trees? How do you survive? All these kind of topics I cover. So please, once again, subscribe to my channel, bang the update notification bell. It gives you 3 selections. Click all. It's the top selection, I believe. Click all, and so that way you get all the notifications, because I have many topics to cover still, a lot of things to talk about, things that come up every day. I just saw this report this morning on this rocket attack on the Baghdad embassy, on our embassy's complex, the green zone part in Baghdad. Is it real? I don't know. I'm kind of doubtful about it, actually, but just because it's not been picked up. If it is real and it hasn't been picked up, it begs a lot of questions. Why? Why is it not getting picked up by the other agencies? How in the world did helicopters, we're not talking drones, how did a bunch of helicopters fly in free space over Baghdad and not get shot down by Iraqi forces? Well, Iraq is supposed to provide defense for our embassy there. Did they fail? Did we fail? Did we not have anti-aircraft guns in our embassy? Were the helicopters stand off far enough that our anti-aircraft guns would not have worked? Do we have a security gap? Is there some reason this is not being reported? You know, all I have is questions, lots of questions. Is it real? And if it is real, then many more questions. So I'm sure you'll leave the comments below. And if you're laughing at the whole thing, I don't blame you, because it's perplexing to understand sometimes what's going on as things pick up like this, and it's going to get even worse. When you see reports like this out there, they've not been taken down by the Republic World website. They're still out there. They've added a couple other reports on it, or at least one other report. So I don't know. It's strange. It's odd. Again, wars and rumors of wars. Both are coming, and they're coming fast and all too furious. So just be aware, prepare. Keep your eyes wide open and head on a swivel. I'm here to bring you the news you need to know to survive, thrive, and stay out of the hive. And let's hope we all manage to do all 3 of those. Thank you for watching.